And we're live. Hit my mute. Hopefully you guys can hear me clearly on this. I hope so. Maybe I should have tested my mic. I'm on speaker. So, I believe I should get my other phone and check. Because I'm back on the channel, I'm still hoping that I'm coming in nice and clear for you guys. I don't want to look like I'm not. I wish there was an option where I could test the microphone. So I've just got to get myself in check. And we'll get started. Okay, bear with me. Okay. So audio is picking up. So, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is, of course, me, Luke Screen, once again. And this is the birthday video for my dear friend Adam Ferns. This was supposed to come out yesterday, but unfortunately there was stuff in life that got in the way, and basically there is no excuse, essentially. But in shortness, there was drama yesterday. I'm not going to go into detail about it, but I've explained it to Adam. And unfortunately, I wasn't in the mood to do anything. That is not an excuse, that's just an understanding of what things are. I'm hopeful in time I'll be cool about it. I only hope. So, and for this, I've actually taken the time to get all my books needed off the shelf for this project. So you will be looking forward to that. Then of course I've got to do the ranking of the Battle of the Beast stuff for him as well. So look forward to that. I don't exactly know if he's going to be able to see this, but if he does, Adam, hope you had a good birthday, and best of luck in the future. Best luck in the future, all that. So let's get on with the ranking, for the reptile ranking. Now, there are some debates of what necessarily counts as a reptile, and I did not include dragons on this list, or wyverns and stuff like that. I didn't class eels as part of the reptile family, in my opinion, so they're not on the list either. I know there's something else, like maybe like hydras or something, but I think I got a good point of what counts as a reptile beast, in my opinion. There was a bit of one I had to do a bit of research for, but I think I'm fine with what I've got. So I don't know how many books I've got here piled up, but I should have counted. So 1, yep, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Sounds like 17. I hope it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 17. So I've counted twice. So without further ado, guys, let's crack on with our first book here. Of course, being Styx. And there he is. Pretty much of a basic lizard threat, a reptile, stick to it, if you will. It is kind of bare bones. I know it's part of the intro. I think I could be wrong. This is like the introduction to the new protectors. If it is, it does involve Cadia, which is a nice plus, and you got Tom there on the side trying to do some good. So bear in mind, I need to reread some of these books, of course, but when you have characters you enjoy against a threat that does do some good purpose, it's not so bad like it ruins it. It's just like a simple story for you. So putting it at the bottom spot is understandable. So next on the bottom spot, because I'm going from worst to best, of course, we have, of course, Komodo, the Lizard King. Of course, I'm sure Adam and Jack were expected this to be near the bottom for me, how its defeat was so kind of pathetic. But it makes that up for a good story, and of course, that story is something that is a sequelish to follow up of what I like. So there are some good elements. The characters are still strong, and of course, they're going through a good quest. So it does also introduce us to that new Series 6 story, and there is a plus. So despite the Beast and his fight being a bit lame per se, it does make up that for a good story and it's good lead characters. So that's why it's above Styx. Next is, of course, Vipera the Snake Man. This one is above Komodo because, of course, Series 2 I think is a good story that backs it up. Unfortunately, it can't be said the same about the Beast here, but like Komodo before him, his death is always kind of pathetic. Though I feel like Vipera at least did got a bit more hits in there before he met his demise. You could argue that point, and I can understand why, but I think it's mainly because I don't know. I think that I like the concept of Vipera because you don't normally have a two-headed snake man. The giant lizard thing is something typical, but since they shook it up a bit, it kind of raised it up a few notches for me. So that's where I put it where it stands. So that's Vipera. Next on the list is Anarit. Yes, Anarit is kind of not the best lizard beast in the world, but I think she makes up for that being the first beast. Yep, and I believe she's queen of the Vargils. Well, there is, of course, Rivera, I believe her name is, but I believe she has a good position in those. I could be wrong, but I think she is. It's been a while since I've said this, but I think she has a connection to the Vargils, like she's the queen or something. But I do like that she has the mask, you can control her. So there are some interesting aspects that make her a good read and enjoyable. See how things got started, kind of point of view. So there are some aspects to this book that I enjoy, and those aspects put it as high as it is where it is right now. Next on the list is Sorex. Sorex, of course, good finale. I was a bit wishy-washy where I was going to place this, but I think the finale of that series helped boost it up its place. Broken Star, nice follow-up of Emperor Zheng. Grand Zheng is not my favorite character, but I think I like the concept of the chameleon beast, and he did prove kind of a formidable threat at points. So there is that for you. Next on the list, we have Technos, the ocean crawler. The fact that we have like a kaiju-sized beast, prowling around at Thomas to fight, it is kind of a slow threat, but I think it makes up for that with a good concept and a good introduction to that. And of course, it's part of Series 26, the Four Masters, which is one of the better series of Beast Quest, in my opinion. So I think it's got some good elements that make it stand out for where it is. The Beast kind of slow, like I said, but I think, like I said, the points that make it stand out as great as they do back up that point. Israela is up next. I like the fact that the saving grace for me is the location that she's built in a graveyard. It gives a creepy atmosphere to the beast, and how the battle progresses from one point to the next does hold its place. The Darkest Hour is not my favorite series, but Israela is one of those good saving graces that holds the story together in a positive way. Next up, we have Salivka from the Warriors Road. I like the concept. It does kind of remind me of that creature from World of the Rings, the Balrog, I think it is. But the wizard Gandalf fought before he died, in quotation, died. So I like that concept. I don't know if that was the intention, but I like that they're trying to go over their unique creations instead of typical animals. So there is that plus for it. So, and it has been on other stuff, so it has been remembered by the Beast Quest community, so I appreciate that touch. Next, we have Scalamanx, of course, being a salamander based on a lizard. I like the in-depth story you've got with Petra involved in there, and the quest going on for point B and A. Circle of Wizards, good points there. I like that he goes on fire. That's a nice little element. And the fact that you have Petra in the fight also helps add a bit more flavor to it. So there are some aspects that put it out where it is. Above that, we have Falcor, the Cold Terror. I think Adam made this beast really great in Battle of Beast tournaments, and it placed him high where it is. So, and I'm actually happy where he came. I was surprised that he got this far on my list. So, great fight, great use in tournaments, and a good story that is worth a reread, I would say, in my opinion. So that's where that is. But above that snake beast is another snake beast, and that is Vizlak. Vizlak I've always enjoyed. The story is something that is nostalgic to me in my mind. It comes back to my mind pretty quick about a character who does bad, who does try to redeem himself. I like that turn. I like the snake beast design is not the best, but I like the desert environment, the gloomy atmosphere, and of course the characters that you like. So there are enough aspects to boost the story up as high as it is for me. Above that, we have Convol. I've always had loved Convol, the design of the gator on the two hind legs. It is part of one of the best series ever, The Lost World. So put it as good as where it can be. Great story, great follow up to Series 6. Like the concept of Convol as well. It is a basic creature, but it isn't nice. It's trying to make up for that with its incredible story introduction. So I think it deserves to be placed as high as it should for that point as well. Next on the list, we have Scalix, a powerful threat that pushed Tom to the edge and has been used very well in Battle of the Beasts. I liked how Adam has used it throughout many of the tournaments. So thank you for Adam for helping make Scalix as good as you can. Next, above that, we have Plexor. Plexor I've always enjoyed. Adam has boosted this book's reputation, understandably so, and has created quite a good reputation for him among Battle of the Beast community and story purposes, and as he's read. There is a comment. I don't know. Hopefully I can get this right. Hopefully I can read this comment. Oh, it's Jay. Oh, hey, Lucas. Didn't realize you were streaming. How's your December? Ups and downs, briefly much. But thank you for stopping by, Jay. So I made my points about Plexor. He does take part in one of my favorite series. Well, I wouldn't say it's my favorite series per se, but he does involve Wardog, and we all know which I love Wardog. So I think that this series in particular holds a special place for me and Adam because of that. We have two beasts that we really enjoy. And the other two, well, not like the best of the best, do have like good elements that make them all unique. So in a way, Series 15 is kind of like an underrated gem for us. So there is that for us. Moving along, we have Sepron. Classic. Gotta have your good boy Sepron there. Always one of the classic nostalgia beasts of Feast Quest. His fight is kind of restricted due to the chain, but it is understandable given the plot. And it is, on reread, it is not the best book in the world, but I think the fact that you're getting to revisit these old adventures and you have Sepron there as well as he is does make it kind of a good place to put it where I have. So I'm happy where it is. And above that, I've only got two books left. And no surprise, Crestor. He has had such a development for Battle of the Beasts. Thank you, Adam, for doing as great as you can. You have made this beast doing it in the best way you possibly could have throughout many fights. And I'm sure in future tournaments, if he does come make a return in some way, which I don't think because he's won a tournament, but I'm sure you'll find some way somehow to get him involved in other fights in the future. I'm looking forward to it. In the story, great, as I said, because we had Convol prior. I don't want to beat my points to the story, but that still, those points alone, the story boost is always a plus. The fight doesn't give our heroes any break at all. Came for the skin of their teeth. Awesomeness. I could go on about Crestor, but I know Adam could do a better job than he about this character than I could. So thank you once again, Adam, for making him so high. And of course, the no surprise at number one is Torpix. Yes, Adam's arguably favorite. It debates on him, but I know Torpix is one of his favorites of all time. A great finale ending of Series 9, a series that has a slow start, but a great build-up and awesome finale. So there are some great aspects, and the fact that I like that you have Malville at a weakened state, and he has to get this power source to kind of help him back up, and it goes into a wishy-washy way, which leads to Series 10. So there's a lot to like about Series 9, and I think it shouldn't be picked down upon just for its rough start. So thanks once again to Adam Ferns for making Torpix as best as he could in Battle of the Beasts. Another awesome standout fight that he has been involved with throughout that OG one, I believe. So that's awesome. I am looking forward to doing more videos whenever I get the chance. I still have to do the ranking of the finales for Adam. And then I'm actually doing another video that's also Beast Quest related. So I don't want to give away what that is, but given the circumstances, what I have right now, I am able to do it. I just need to have time to rank them, of course. So look forward to that. I hope this video was a nice, I feel my voice is going right now, a nice piece of work for you, Adam. I kind of went through wishy-washy through some of them. I apologize. I am not the best at analysis portions, in my opinion. Granted, that opinion varies, but I believe I still made a few good points about each book that were justified in the ranking that it was, and I can only hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did trying to put it together. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video on this part, and I'll see you in a few moments when I have decided the ranking for the second video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.